But this started, as you say, this was in Temple City?
East LA.
East
LA started it, and then we kind of came up the 605. That's where we started to hear about it when the sheriff's helicopter picked it up. And then we went north 605, west 210, and I believe we just transitioned south off of the freeway. So this is where that kind of weird area is where the 710 doesn't really exist. But so he's going to exit the freeway here, it looks like, and I'm still following the sheriff's helicopter. John is actually still west 134. So see if we're lost him here a little bit. It looks like everyone's kind of trying to pick him up, but he was going really fast, and that's kind of what happens, especially on those transition roads. You lose the trees. We heard he just exited Del Mar. There's a CHP unit right there. And we'll see if that's the car. I think it might be.
Yeah, it looks,
okay, what's up?
Is it trying to?
Especially the way he's driving.
Yeah. Well, he made a left turn. I almost thought that he was slowing down a bit, but we are on surface streets now.
Yeah, we are.
So there's any kind of possibility.
Yeah, and if he's at these low enough speeds, okay,
well,
now we
look
got
what he just did. He went around a building.
Right. And now we got the sheriff's helicopter back involved, which is good. But for a second, the sheriff's helicopter kept going.
Oh.
Yeah, and the units are asking for permission to pit the car because we are going so slow right now.
Yeah.
We're pulling into a parking lot, it looks like.
Okay, is that when I say building, is
Right,
that
I don't know why
a
they do that.
mall or business?
It looked like an apartment building.
Okay, it's a big
Mamas.
building.
Yeah, now we're, in very inconveniently placed trees, but he is in the parking lot there. All of a sudden going 130 miles an hour to nothing.
Yeah, okay. And stop, and there's a lot of law enforcement
Mamas.
Yeah.
right there. So hopefully, I was going to say, Mike, when we get these trees out of the way, but if we can go around the trees, we can find out exactly what's going on, if the person is giving up, getting out of the vehicle. Really difficult to tell right now. We see officers out of the car.
Yep, with their guns drawn, and our pilot Mike doing a good job of scooting us around over here. But it worked the first time, Pat. He really gunned it, got away from the sheriff's department. They lost him, so maybe that's what he was thinking was going to happen again. Driver's door's open now, but clearly it didn't work with the CHP.
Nope, and CHP usually they stay on the case, don't they?
Yeah, they're one of the more aggressive agencies when it comes to chasing. And again, the sheriff's department got rid of this. It was a reckless driver. LAPD probably wouldn't have chased this at 130 miles an hour, but the CHP will. And
maybe that driver knew that by pulling over all of a sudden, pulling into that apartment building parking lot there, and
another night.
It's really dark, Mike, but can you tell, is he out of the car?
Yeah, he's out. He's got his arms out. He just put his hands behind his back, and now back up in the air, and he's walking towards those officers and that patrol car. So the good news is the danger to the public is over because he's out of the car.
Yeah, but we saw that what could have been a close call on the freeway there, so that is good news. We're just waiting for this code 4. We can see him with his hands up now.
Right, and we're kind of right in the intersection for our viewers, right in the intersection of South Fair Oaks Avenue and Del Mar, just kind of to the northeast of that a little bit in a parking lot. And, we're in busy Pasadena. This is Old Pasadena, is just to the north of where we are right now. And obviously we just popped off those freeways. So interesting that he's now facing the officers. Generally not, they want him to pull his shirt up. So that's a tactic they'll use, make sure he doesn't have anything in his waistband, any weapons, anything like that. They'll have him turn around there and continue to walk back towards him.
And let's just remind our viewers, this was reckless driving, but DUI?
Possible DUI, yeah. That's what the sheriff's department code is, reckless deuce. They think he could potentially be under the influence. That's why they tried to stop him. And obviously we'll find out once they are able to take him into custody.
All right, looks like they have him now, Mike.
Yep, we got an officer that grabbed his hands and pulling him back to the patrol car. So now what they'll do is they'll go clear the car, make sure nobody else is in there. But again, this is probably going to be a code 4 here in just a couple seconds.
Okay, well, are we going to move on? We're going to stay on this for a moment. Okay, we're going to move on. Thanks so much, Mike. Now, the vote about cell phones in LA schools comes as the U.S. Surgeon General.
Ain't nobody here, ain't nobody home. That's it. Check out all. Bitch, I bought
The want was reckless driving on this vehicle.
Check the trunk. Do a search. I almost wasn't gonna even come get up. Because what was it, last night I think it was? We got up and shit was over. I had go live and shit was over. Only thing is you never know with these chases, I was already kind of up. I was sleeping, but then I woke up for a little bit and I was kind of walking around. And then I went to lay back down and I was like, I heard all the notifications. I was like, I guess I'll get up. I guess.
Del Mar. Top of the show, okay. Del Mar. 2 minutes out, thank you. Del Mar.
Another day, another night. Nobody called me, actually. Nobody woke me up or anything. I just heard my phone, like the notifications. I have to set my phone with certain parameters, though, because I actually was going to turn off my notifications tonight, but since Maddie's with her mother, I was like, let me just in case leave it on. But you can set it up so when certain things go through. But it's in the back of my head, too, I'm like, watch it be the one night. I'm just like, fuck it. Oh, my God! You missed the biggest chase ever! Where were you?
One minute. Do we have video?
This guy was going fast. I wish I had like playback a little bit to show. Okay. He was hauling ass. He had like 2 or 3 close calls. Maybe it's over here.
Okay. 30 seconds.
Proceed with caution.
Okay. Thank you.
Sleeping. She's sick. Yeah, she's sleeping.
Well, Sharon, Micah, this pursuit was on the 605 freeway for a while, up and down the 605 freeway.
She's doing good. I called her tonight.
Westbound on the 210 freeway from the 605. The CHP got behind it. The vehicle was wanted for reckless driving, and when the CHP got behind it on the 210 westbound, they tried to light it up, pull it over, and the vehicle just simply took off on them, reaching speeds of over 130 miles an hour.
Yeah, for real, Purple. Stand up as you
splitting lanes on the freeway, coming very close to hitting other vehicles. And then, because of the speed, they were this driver was able to get away from those officers for a little bit. The CHP helicopter was tracking it overhead. It made its way off the freeway, off the 710, and then made its way into this parking lot where he simply surrendered. The CHP units were able to get in there. This is off of Del Mar Boulevard in DeLacy. The driver, solo occupant in the vehicle, surrendered, gave up peacefully, and now the suspect is in custody. Fortunately, nobody was hurt in this pursuit. That's the latest overhead up in Sky 5. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Hey, Misty. I guess that's a wrap. I guess that's it.
Thank you.
Somebody was like, don't stop now. Surprisingly, I'm doing okay so far. I thought, like I said, Saturday and Sunday, I was feeling a little like weak and tired. I just rested pretty much the entire, well, Sunday we did a few things, but, well, Sunday didn't really rest, honestly. We had to go to the hospital Sunday, but Saturday I mostly rested. I felt a little weak and stuff, but surprisingly, I'm okay.
Absolutely. I'll feed that tape in since it broke up.
We'll have to see. The dogs.
We're going to USC.
They're asleep. They're in the bedroom. I just had them on the last stream. Well, not really had them. I thought one of them, I thought they pooped in here, but it was just because it's a dark room, so I got up because I had to go walk them, and I saw these like two little dark pieces on the floor. I thought it was poop. Oh, that was earlier. I think they're showing the earlier feed. This was earlier. He was hauling ass against the Dodge Challenger. You started recognizing some of the streets. Oh, they're fast forwarding. Challenger. Oof. Can't believe how close it was to that semi. Oh, really, Patty? I only had it once when I was a kid. That was it. I was a little worried because they say it's really contagious. Pay attention before I lose. But if I miss this close call,
are we gonna stream it? They're going to switch it to the brown if they're not there already, but I'm hearing it on the Baldwin Park CHP. But they should be switching it like right now.
I think they said it was doing like 130 or 20, 130, something like that. Wow.
Well, they dropped back quite a bit, but they're still in it.
Wow. Oof. That is wild to be driving like that. One little mistake.
Whoa,
oh my
that
God.
was close.
Yeah. And little mistake or Joe, that was another one too.
125 miles an hour, westbound 210 freeway.
That's the tire.
Hard on the brakes, right between
Oh,
those cars.
shit.
Unbelievable. Whoa.
Yo, this guy's lucky he's alive. What the hell?
Oh, man, those speeds are crazy. Reckless driving is the one on this vehicle. And we're seeing it happening. 126 miles an hour, in and out through traffic, splitting lanes even.
Is there another chase potentially?
Might be transitioning on the 210 north. Mike.
Okay, so you come to Alameda, and now going to be northbound Alameda. Guys, just keep coming. You'll see Alameda turns off, and then you're going to make a quick right back on the main. Once you guys make that turn on the Alameda, stay to the right side. He's going to go back on the main, continuing northbound Main through Alpine. Vehicles northbound Main through Alpine.
L30, show me code 6 as the incident commander. Airship, what's his current speed?
Looks like he's doing 45, 50, and still continuing northbound Main, going to be through Elmira.
Might be another chase.
Vehicles northbound Main through Elmira, 45 to 50 miles per hour. The suspect vehicle?
It's going to be coming up over the Erie River now, and I'm going to call this eastbound now. So eastbound Main is going to be through Gibbons.
Eastbound Main through Gibbons. Identify all other vehicles, get out of the pursuit.
I don't know what city this was in.
Secondary, third unit.
KTLA,
all other vehicles, stop the pursuit.
This is KTLA.
Continuing eastbound, and he's going to be on the brakes here coming up to Avenue 20. They're going to be through Avenue 20, and it looks like he's going to be continuing eastbound under the 5 freeway.
Eastbound Main, passing Avenue 20 under the 5 freeway. L30, I need secondary and third unit to identify now.
Yep. Bailey?
What's the one on maximum? What's the option on fucking? That's so weird. Look over here. KTLA is replaying though, guys. Oh, it's actually it's not live anymore. KTLA, they just changed it to like a pre-recorded video.
Left. It looks like he's getting on the freeway. He is getting on the freeway, guys. So underneath the underpass, get on the freeway, stay to the far left. And it looks like he's getting onto the 5.
KTA is overhead live for standby. Yeah.
Vehicles now entering the southbound 5 freeway. L30 direction, but suspect speed.
He's picking it up down the freeway, so I'd say about 70 miles an hour or so.
Roger, verify direction of travel on the 5.
It's still going to be southbound. And number 3 lane. Still continue southbound here.
L30. Vehicle still southbound.
I don't think they're alive yet. No,
Vehicle still southbound 5 in the number 3 lane at 70 miles per hour. L30 at right stage. L30, Roger. They're notified.
Okay, he's got his lights off, staying to the far right over here. So it looks like he might be semi here a second. Yeah, it looks like he's going to
Vehicle has the lights off.
and now transitioning all the way over to the left, and he's now going to be onto the, this is going to be the 5 south.
Oh, is it over? Yeah, here it is. Here it is. New chase, guys.
Of the northwest, but by tomorrow, a ridge of high pressure is still going to be to the south of us.
Mike, we got another pursuit.
Back to you guys for now.
All right, Vera, thank you. Now to breaking news where police are in pursuit.
Gil Levis overhead in Sky 5. Gil.
New chase, baby. Pick it up. Wake up. Let's go. It's caliente. Come on.
He's got hard on the brakes right now. LAPD Central Division chasing this vehicle. Look at that move. Right between those cars. It's unbelievable.
No lights either, looks like.
Vehicle has its headlights off, so those cars that he's passing or coming up on, they don't even see him coming, and then he cuts off those people. So here he goes all the way across lanes. It looks like he's going to go south 5 or east 60 here as we go through the, I believe this is the East LA interchange, and the vehicle here at speeds of about 70 miles an hour right now through this transition. He looks like he's going to go, stand by here, it looks like he might be exiting here, the freeway. Let's get over the interchange, Mike. He might be bailing right there.
Oh,
and
stop
he's going to
it.
bail
Another
underneath.
dud.
Yep.
How many people get out? 4? They're switching drivers?
Oh, they're switching drivers. It looks like someone switched drivers there.
Yeah, it did. It looks like a passenger from the back. Absolutely. The passenger in the back went into the front, started driving there. Now we've got the nights on.
2 o'clock, Mike.
They're trying to get somebody else to
sorry
take the
about
route.
that. He's off the freeway here. This is going to be Soto southbound from the interchange. And certainly a quick driver change there underneath the bridge. They got it enough distance from the units to do that, and then the unit was right on them when they hit the gas once again. So here we are southbound Soto, and they're talking about the underpass. They think that maybe someone jumped out and ran, or maybe something was thrown from the vehicle. We don't know. I'm listening to them right now to see if we get a word on if someone actually jumped out and ran, or if something was discarded under there. But the vehicle here, driver continuing now southbound, lights back on. He's going to go, he's got construction there. He's going to have to turn left. This is going to be on Pico Boulevard. And as I come out to a wide shot, you'll see the units behind.
Boy, this driver,
light traffic through here, but go ahead.
Light traffic here, and you know, for a large part of this relatively short pursuit to the point here, this driver, well, now the second driver as well, a danger to himself and a danger to the motoring public. This a wild situation unfolding very quickly here. Again, this is LAPD Central Division in pursuit. Gil, do we know the circumstances surrounding the situation as it began?
We're trying to get a want on the vehicle right now. We haven't heard the want yet, but I can tell you that the driver was, when we first learned about it, it was at 5th and Main Street, going northbound on Main Street, made his way through past the Union Station, and then up all the way over the 5 freeway to the north there, and then got on the freeway. That's where we picked it up, getting on the freeway there when we went live. But we don't know what the want is yet, but it was high speeds through downtown LA for sure.
high speeds through downtown LA. Now he's going through, it looks like he just blew through that intersection right there and may have damaged the bottom carriage of his car. Again, we've got 2 people at least in this car. We saw them exit the freeway on Soto and change drivers there under the overpass, and then LAPD Central Division was able to catch up to them, and now it looks like we're here in this residential neighborhood, and they're coming to a stop.
They're running.
Okay, what 1, 2, 3, 4.
Whoa, how many kids in there? Look at kids.
The driver there coming between buildings here, and there's, well, we got one that came through the red sweatshirt, did not come through.
Parkour.
And may have gone into, oh, nope, there's the driver that was driving the last. Oh, and I'm hearing that one of the persons here dropped the weapon, dropped the gun. He's going to go jumping back over. He's got his hands up, and we're going to lose him underneath the roof there.
Look like little kids, like teenagers.
2 other ones running.
Oh, look at that.
Throwing what looked like a cell phone there.
Badass kids. They helping each other? Oh, that's true love. Oh, they love each other.
Pretty young, look like 2 females.
Those girls or guys? I don't even know.
Female.
Yeah, they look
trying to cut through the streets here.
So we counted 3 passengers and a driver that jumped out?
That's correct. 3 plus the driver, and the airship is sticking with these 2 passengers. I believe they have the driver with the pink sweater on in custody, and now they're searching here through this neighborhood. This is off of Dakota and Garnet, and looking still for that.
Well, this is, where the situation gets really...
Let's orbit.
Yeah, this is when the situation gets really dicey. We have one suspect who may have dropped a weapon. We don't know, obviously, if the others are also carrying weapons with them, and now they're in this neighborhood trying to look for weapons. It looks like they're trying to see if that door is open of this home here. So obviously, if you are in this area of Garnet Street, you want to make sure that you start locking your doors and windows, and to stay indoors. This is they were willing to run from police, and again, one may have dropped a weapon. So look at this; they're trying to get into this house. So just be warned.
I wonder if they know the people in this house, or it's just random.
A home of someone they know, or perhaps it's their home. As we often see, they'll go to an area.
And I guess maybe they think they're undercover. Maybe they think the cops can't see them, or the helicopter can't, even though they have an angle. Are they going to try to walk it off?
Approach here. They're going to bring these people into custody, obviously, and do what's required. And
they're trying to get in through the side.
I imagine the perimeter has been set up in this neighborhood already. The Dakota and Garnet Street here.
Oh, they're screwed.
Right off the Soto Street off-ramp. This coming out of downtown Los Angeles. Again, we saw 3 passengers and a driver, and we know at least one person is in custody. Potentially 2. Obviously, you see the other 2 here. They all jumped out of the car and kind of went in separate directions, save these 2 who sort of helped each other over the fence and went in the same direction. And now it appears they may be trapped here on this property.
The light just turned on.
Nowhere to run, Gil, as I imagine units are flooding the neighborhood.
Nowhere to run for sure. They got a unit there on that cul-de-sac. The driver turned down the cul-de-sac on the next street over. That's where the pursuit ended. The 4 people jumping out, running into this neighborhood, jumping fences. I believe the driver is in custody, and either these 2 plus the other one is still outstanding, but at this point they have a tight perimeter. Nowhere to go for these people that ran into the backyard here and to the front yard first and tried to hide under that awning, but then moved to the back here now, and they're still searching for him. Might have gone in the house.
No, they're right there under the sun.
Roof.
Yeah, under the night sun.
You see them? Okay.
Yeah, they're under that tree. If you just go in tight, there they are, right underneath that tree.
No.
Okay. Yep. Good eye. Mike,
well, now they've jumped off the.
Let's orbit.
Yeah, a little bit of. It looks like a little awning or some kind of a shed roof. But there's movement again. You can see them.
You can see them under the tree, kind of walking around. Obviously, they're trying to figure out how they're going to get out of this situation. But it's going to be impossible to run at this point.
He got stuck, but I didn't think. Well, somebody out of their house now. Look at these people over here.
Backyard there to look around, not advisable at all. And that right there would be. This person just walked out of the house. right on the other side of his fence are these two suspects.
Right, and he's with his cell phone trying to take video of what's going on there, it looks like. And, you know, these are the moments that you really need to think about your safety first before, you know, trying to record any kind of activity that might be going on in your neighborhood. When you've got night sun over your home, you better believe that there's a suspect nearby. And that's the case here, not just one suspect, but two, possibly three that are still outstanding, one in custody right now. And we believe that there may have been another passenger in that car that may have fled under the overpass when they changed drivers.
That dude is likely
just
bleeding
at the
out
Soto
from
Street
being
exit,
impaled.
but we're still trying to confirm that as well. So a possibility that there's another outstanding suspect in the area as well.
Watch that again.
Gil, what are you hearing in terms of law enforcement presence? And I imagine we'll be seeing more and more units coming into the area.
For sure. You see the termination point, you see the night sunlight looking for those two other ones. I saw a flashlight over here on the street it ended. That's Fresno Street. But they're still looking for certainly the other three. I believe they have the driver in custody. But the two that we've been focusing on underneath the night sunlight and one other one, and I believe that's where the flashlight that I saw was working. But now look at this, LAPD units there on Dakota.
Yeah,
here.
I don't think that fence has them impaled. It's just a regular fence.
Between the buildings to find those people.
And there again on screen right is what we just witnessed live a few moments ago. At the very least, they switched drivers. Hard to say whether someone jumped out of the car there. I did not see that. But at any rate, just a few short moments later, this is what happened. They jumped out of the car, and there you see the two, well, the one with the white shirt and the long hair looks to be a male suspect. They are still hiding between a couple of these buildings here, the apartment building. It looks like law enforcement's getting in between those buildings, though. We have seen at least one flashlight right in the vicinity of where we last witnessed those suspects. Hard to say if they're still there or if they were able to scoot away undetected under the cover of those trees.
That was the fence jump. Yeah.
And there's that moment there where one of the suspects was trying to help the other. And here we go again, just to show you, okay, that was the video again going under the overpass. But here we're still searching for these pursuit suspects. Three at this point, Gil, is that how many we're looking for?
It sounds like three that they're looking for, and possibly that one with the pink sweater is in custody. So, yeah, we'll continue to look here, and certainly the perimeter is pretty tight. These people have nowhere to go, and it's likely that they got maybe into this property here next door to that, where that man was looking out his window, but or on his balcony, I should say. And they're still focusing on this area. So the LAPD believes they have a good secured area where these people were last seen, anyways, and really don't have a good out for them.
All right, we'll continue to track it again. LAPD trying to bring these pursuit suspects into custody. They foot-bailed right in this area off the Soto Street exit from the freeway. They were downtown Los Angeles area. And the search continues. We'll come back to the scene if anything develops here as the LAPD again tries to bring these pursuit suspects into custody. To other breaking news tonight near the USC campus, where there has been a deadly stabbing near Fraternity Row. A victim was reportedly stabbed near the Lambda Chi Alpha.
Okay, I have another one here. This is boy. I have to give him credit. Let's see if there's any other channels. I'm not Fox, so they not go to Chases anymore? Or they did one a couple. Yeah, it's been a while. Oh, they're back. Oh, that was the house from earlier, wasn't it? That was the house from earlier that they were sitting outside in front. They came out, or the cops knocked on the door. Stepping out in front. Oh, Fox. Fox does have a feed, only on the website, though. Let me check out Fox. Let's see.
Didn't seem to try and get in. So this is all underway. Garnett and South Dakota streets in Boyle Heights, the end of a police pursuit. We are going to keep a watch on this and then get back to our news so that we can inform you of other days' ongoings today. But if anything happens here, we will bring you up to speed accordingly.
Right now, new at 10.
Let's keep it here then.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining us on the web. This is Gil Avis up in Sky. Good evening, everybody, and thanks for joining us.
He likes to do his double audio. All right. Let's see if we can find any other feeds. CHP. Okay, is this it? No, that's not it.
Driver drove into a cul-de-sac dead-end road here, and then all four occupants jumping out of the vehicle, running into the neighborhoods, through the houses here, and now there's still a search for at least 3 of the 4 that jumped out of the vehicle. We're hearing that possibly the driver, at the time, the second driver, has been taken into custody, and now a search for the 3 other ones in this neighborhood between Dakota and Fresno, just south of the 5 freeway. And you can see
my opinion. Thank you for membership.
With a good tight perimeter in this area. We did watch the 2 that we saw jump the fence go into one of these homes here. I believe it was that one. Went up to the porch, tried to get into the house itself, and then took off running to the backyard. That's when police arrived here on Dakota, locking it down. So they are searching actively for those.
Cut off. A lot of times I kind of have bad signal.
3 that remaining people from the pursuit vehicle. Again, we were not sure what the want was through downtown LA. And there you can see the LAPD airship searching these properties for those 3 that are outstanding still. But again, good thing the doors were locked here. It was this house right here where the 2 got into that awning there, the porch area, and were hiding from the airship. Tried to get in the door, couldn't get in the door, and then made their way to the backyard. That's where we last saw them, in this area here.
Okay. Bringing in maybe some more cops. They're gonna be out there for a while, probably.
I was not. They mentioned it.
I don't know if anybody can open the door for these kids unless they're outside of Mama's house. Oh, I forgot I was supposed to do that. Mustard Mama emoji. All right, let me see if there's any other feeds. We just have this one there.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no. They saw it? The roof was blocking us. They don't have it, though. Oh, I see. Yeah, no. They saw it? We're hearing the roof was blocking us. They don't have it, though. I'm listening to the LAPD talk about the 2 that we watched jump the fence, one helping the other one get over one of the fences. They may have gotten into one of these homes and are in the basement of the home. So that's definitely for the people inside the house. It's one of these three in the picture, and I believe it's either this one with the light on the side or this one that has a little dimmer light.
What's wrong with these kids, man? Hiding in the basement. Baltimore, California. In the basement. Still hiding in the plants. Oh man. Oh. Get scrambled. Wonder if they live in the area.
Once again, thank you for joining us on the web. This is Gil Davis up in Sky 5. We're over termination of a pursuit. LAPD officers went into pursuit of a vehicle, ended up here on Fresno Street in the cul-de-sac dead end.
This guy's still around.
So the search will continue here for 3 outstanding suspects. That's going to do it for our coverage overhead on this pursuit.
Yeah.
Thank you again for watching us. This is Gil Davis up in Sky 5 signing off.
Yeah, who knows how long they're going to be out here. Probably hours. Last thing they said was that somebody got into possibly maybe they got into one of the homes in a basement. So, oh, yes. Tickled Tits McGee, thank you so much for the 20 memberships. California. Yeah, they're going to probably be out there all night long. Oh, nice.
Hey, Joe, go ahead.
Next week is a busy week for hearings. Oh.
Oh, how come I can't hear him all of a sudden?
Oh, all right. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to try to get some rest. We got to be up early tomorrow for the Vardia. Tickle Tits, thank you, man. Appreciate it. We had 2 chases, but they were both kind of, the last 2 nights have been kind of busts for the chases. It's funny, people reporting different things about what the jury. I just want to know who to believe with this on this Twitter shit. Depending on who you look at it, the jury's doing something different. I don't know. All right, guys, have a good night.